Donald Trump is the most documented human being alive. Every handshake, every meal, every tweet, every signature. 40 years of cameras pointed at the same man. And in all that footage, a pattern emerges. A very specific, very consistent, very strange set of behaviors that Trump repeats so reliably you could set a clock to them. This is not about politics. This is about the man. Number 1, the handshake. Trump does not shake hands, he grabs them. The Trump handshake involves yanking the other person's hand sharply toward him, pulling them off balance, then holding on for longer than is socially normal while he stares at them. World leaders, CEOs, heads of state, everyone gets the yank. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe once endured a 19-second handshake that ended with Abe visibly relieved when it was over. Psychologists call this a dominance handshake. The person who initiates contact and controls its duration is signaling that they are in charge. Trump does this with every single person he meets, every time. Number 2, the water bottle. In 2017, during a press conference, Trump paused mid-speech, reached down, grabbed a bottle of water with both hands, took a sip, and placed it back on the floor using his foot to guide it down. The internet noticed immediately, but this wasn't a one-time thing. Trump has been photographed drinking water with two hands dozens of times. Always both hands, always deliberate, always slightly awkward. Nobody knows exactly why. The leading theory is germophobia. Trump has publicly stated he is afraid of germs and dislikes shaking hands despite doing it constantly. The two-hand grip may be a control mechanism. The alternative theory is simply that his hands are positioned in a way that makes one-handed bottle lifting uncomfortable. Neither explanation is fully satisfying, which is why people keep noticing it. Number 3, the hair. In 2016, a woman at a campaign rally asked Trump if she could touch his hair to prove it was real. He said yes, she touched it, she confirmed it was real. What she was touching is one of the most elaborate hair constructions in modern political history. Trump's hair is grown long on the sides and back, then wound forward and upward in a specific spiral pattern, then sprayed into position. It takes significant time and a specific technique to achieve, and it has remained essentially unchanged for over 30 years. The consistency is the interesting part. Most people update their appearance over 3 decades. Trump locked in a look sometime in the late 1980s and has never deviated from it. Psychologists call this a frozen self-image, a person who crystallized their identity at a specific point and maintains it regardless of age. Number 4, sleep, or the lack of it. Trump claims to sleep between 3 and 4 hours a night. He has said this repeatedly across decades, in interviews, in books, in speeches. He frames it as a competitive advantage. I sleep very little, I have a lot of energy, I don't need much sleep. A small percentage of the population, estimated at around 1 to 3%, carry a genetic mutation that allows them to function on significantly less sleep than average without negative cognitive effects. These are called short sleepers. They are real, they are rare, and if Trump is one of them, it would explain a lot. The 3 a.m. tweet storms, the late-night phone calls, the relentless scheduling. The alternative is that he doesn't sleep enough and just doesn't notice the effects. Both are possible. Science hasn't examined him directly. Number 5, the Sharpie. Trump signs everything with a Sharpie, not a pen, not a ballpoint, a black Sharpie marker. His signature is also notable, a series of aggressive, jagged peaks that look less like letters and more like an EKG reading during cardiac arrest. He has practiced and refined this signature over decades. Graphologists, people who study handwriting, say large, aggressive, angular signatures indicate a strong need for recognition and dominance. The Sharpie preference is simpler. Thick markers make signatures bolder and more visible in photographs. Trump is aware of how things look in photographs. He is always aware of how things look in photographs. Number 6, fast food. In 2019, Trump hosted the Clemson University football team at the White House. He served them McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and Domino's, spread across silver platters in the state dining room. He later said he paid for it himself and that the players loved it. Trump's documented fast food order is specific: 2 Big Macs, 2 Filet-O-Fish, and a chocolate milkshake. He prefers fast food for a documented reason. He is afraid of being poisoned. He has stated this explicitly. Fast food chains use consistent recipes and preparation methods, which means a McDonald's burger is predictable. It is very difficult to tamper with. For someone with a genuine fear of food poisoning, fast food is actually a rational choice. The silver platters in the state dining room were his own addition. Number 7. The folder pose. If you search for images of Trump signing documents, you will notice something. There are always folders, stacks of them, manila folders, sometimes empty, arranged in neat piles beside whatever he is actually signing. The folders serve no functional purpose. They are props. This was confirmed when photographers noticed that many of the folders in the famous signing photos were empty. The visual message they create is one of industry, a busy man surrounded by work, making important decisions. It is deliberate image management, and it works. The image of Trump surrounded by folders has become iconic, regardless of what anyone thinks of him. Number 8. The Diet Coke button. In 2017, a reporter visiting the Oval Office noticed something on the president's desk, a small red button. Not the nuclear button, that is a different system entirely. This button, when pressed, summoned a butler who would bring Trump a glass of Diet Coke. He reportedly drinks up to 12 cans of Diet Coke per day. 12. The button was removed when Biden took office. He had it reinstalled when he returned. The Diet Coke consumption is medically significant. 12 cans contains roughly 460 milligrams of caffeine, above the recommended daily limit. It also contains aspartame, which at high doses has documented effects on mood and cognition. Trump's energy, his sleep patterns, his 3 a.m. activity, Diet Coke may be doing more work here than anyone has properly examined. Number 9. The touch paradox. Trump is a documented germaphobe. He has written about disliking handshakes. He has described touching elevator buttons as unpleasant. He keeps hand sanitizer accessible. And yet, he is one of the most physically contact-initiating public figures alive. He grabs hands, he hugs, he kisses cheeks, he touches arms, shoulders, backs. He initiates physical contact constantly. This is not a contradiction, it is a control mechanism. Germaphobes, who also need dominance, resolve the conflict by making sure they initiate all contact. If you control the touch, you control the exposure. Trump never lets anyone touch him first. Number 10. The Rule of 3. Trump's speech has a specific verbal pattern. He repeats things in threes. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, the most beautiful. Tremendous, just tremendous, really tremendous. Nobody knows more about taxes than me. Nobody, believe me. This is not accidental. Repetition in threes is one of the oldest rhetorical techniques in human communication. It creates rhythm, it feels conclusive, and it makes statements feel more credible. Politicians, preachers, and advertisers all use it. Trump uses it more than almost any public speaker on record. Whether this is trained or instinctive is unclear, but it is measurable. Linguists have studied his speech patterns, and the rule of 3 appears consistently across 40 years of public speaking. Number 11. The no apology rule. There is no documented case of Trump offering a direct, unqualified apology, not once, in 40 years of public life. When confronted with mistakes, the pattern is consistent. Deflect, attack the source, reframe it as a strength, or simply deny. Psychologists recognize this as a specific defensive style associated with narcissistic personality traits, not a diagnosis, just a pattern. The belief is apology equals weakness, and weakness is existentially threatening. Some people operate this way their entire lives without ever examining it. In most people, it causes relationship damage. In Trump's case, it became a political identity. Number 12. The never-changing suit. Trump wears the same thing almost every day. Dark suit, white shirt, a long red tie, always extending well below the belt line, often past the zipper. The red tie length is documented as deliberate. Trump has said longer ties make you look taller and thinner. He tapes the back of his tie to keep it in place. This was confirmed when a photograph caught the tape mid-flap. The consistency of outfit, like the consistency of hair, suggests someone who made a set of decisions about their appearance a long time ago and has not revisited them since. Every variable that can be controlled is controlled. Every detail that can be fixed is fixed, which is the thread that connects all 12 of these behaviors. Control. All of it is control. The handshake, the water, the hair, the sleep, the Sharpie, the fast food, the folders, the Diet Coke, the touch, the threes, the no apology, the suit. 12 behaviors, one pattern. A man who decided exactly who he was going to be, locked it in, and has not moved an inch.
Whether you think that's strength or limitation probably says more about you than it does about him.